Hey, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to speak more confidently on camera so that way you can truly shine on video as your authentic self. So I recently got an email from someone and they wrote me, I really struggle with my voice sounding monotone and boring in videos. Do you have any tips on how to put more expression in your voice when talking on video without overacting and not being true to yourself? I thought this was such a great question. And so let's get started. Tip number one is to imagine talking to one person. You know, one of the biggest mistakes that people make when talking on video is that they have to act like they're presenting to a ton of people, like they're talking on stage, but you're really not. On the other end of this, there's probably only one person at a time watching you. There's not gonna be like a group of, 1,000 people watching your video at the same time together. It's really about that connection of one to one. So what I like to do is I like to pretend that I'm just talking to some of my best friends. That best friend or that group of best friends are just super encouraging. They bring out the energy out of me. They bring out the fun side of me. And so that's what I do. And it works really, really well. And I encourage you to do the same thing because that way your voice will sound more natural and more conversational. In the online business world, video truly is the closest thing we have to in-person connections. And so the more relatable you can be, the better. So don't focus on presenting, focus on connecting. Tip number two is to be expressive while being true to yourself. Again, we all have this more energetic, more animated side to ourselves, and that's the side that we want to show on camera because truth be told, the camera has this way to tone things down. It has a way to make things more monotone than they really are. And one of the most common concerns I get when it comes to this tip is when, one of my clients or students comes to me and they say, my husband was walking by when I was editing my video and he asked me why I was acting so weird. And I was just trying to be, more energetic. Okay, so here's the thing. Hats off to you, high five, because yes, you're still being true to yourself. You are still being who you authentically are. It's just that you're not being I'm at home on the couch, I'm at home cooking dinner, or I'm at home helping my kids with their homework. No, you are showing your more energetic, expressive self that is serving others, and you're still being true to yourself. So high five. In fact, it's so funny because I was on a group coaching call with my members in my online program called the Map to Lucrative Videos, if you want to check it out. And my husband comes by because I think I was just trimming the replay, and he was like, wow, can I have that side of you? Okay, I am like this. This is who I authentically am, but this is more of the date night Patricia, not the, oh my goodness, what are we gonna have for dinner? Oh, I have to feed the kids. Oh my word, what time? I need to pick up the kids in less than an hour. It's not that Patricia. It's the fun date night Patricia. And apparently my husband and I needed to go on a date because he forgot that I had this side of me. Okay, so the next few tips are going to go into more detail on how to be more expressive in your tone and the way you speak. But if you want to watch a video on how to be more confident on video in general, then definitely watch this video right up here. I'll also put the link to it in the description below. It's actually a really fun video to watch. I have footage from one of the vacations we went on to help illustrate what I was talking about. So personally, I think it's a fun video to watch. Tip number three is body language. Yes, use hand gestures, move your head around. I know, maybe I'm doing a little bit too much right now, but the point is that when you do that, it actually has your voice sound more expressive as well because you are moving your body. It's probably some cool neurobiological thing that's going on, and it works. use body language, use your hands. Again, put that energy not only in your voice and your throat, but really throughout your whole body. It makes a huge difference. Tip number 4 is to vary your pitch and tone, which is basically what we were talking about as far as using body language to help you do that. But another way to do that is to feel what you're talking about. So if you are passionate about something that you're talking about, show that passion. If something you're talking about makes you happy, then show that joy. Or maybe it's something that's sad. So basically you just want to show your emotions, and that will naturally help you vary your pitch and tone. And if you still have a hard time varying your pitch and tone, then you can try visualizing almost like music notes going up and down. Not that you want to talk like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then, like I'm not talking about that. But I think visualizing your pitch and tone and making things higher in pitch or lower in pitch, that might help you too. And then adding in the body language and your emotions will help that pitch and tone sound natural. It'll come out more naturally. Tip number 5 is to use pauses. When you pause, it allows you to reset your voice. It allows you to take another breath in. It allows your viewer to also take note on what you're saying and to really let it sink in. Don't get me wrong, you don't want to talk so slowly that they click out of your YouTube video and into something else. But having those natural pauses allows you to reset. It changes the tone up. It actually engages the viewer. It allows the information to sink in. And so don't be afraid of that pause. The next tip is something that I definitely need help with, and that is breathe from your diaphragm. I have a high-pitched voice. I always have. I wish I had a voice like Demi Moore that was like super cool and raspy and like lower in tone. I don't. Let me try to speak from my diaphragm. And when you speak from your diaphragm, your voice automatically sounds more full. Do you hear the difference? Okay, the only thing is though, is that when I do that, it's not natural. So I don't know, you pick and choose. Do you want to be your natural self, like hanging out with friends, or do you want to speak in a full voice? I'll let you decide. Tip number 7 is to practice. So if you have a script or if you have an outline, sometimes if I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to say, because I usually just go off of an outline, having me do 2 takes or 3 takes is really helpful, and I'll just say it again, and then I'm more confident in what I'm talking about. So practicing what you're gonna say will actually make you sound more confident because you already know exactly what you're going to say. But it does really help. So don't be afraid to do a couple takes. Don't feel like, oh my word, why can't I go through this and film this all in one take? No one can, and that's okay. And tip number 8 is to don't overthink it. Just embrace your natural style. I get asked all the time, how do I not say and Like, I just want to delete those and cut those out. I hate it when I say that. But the thing is, if you focus on not presenting, but connecting, then saying uhs and ums sometimes it's okay. Because again, video being the closest thing we have to in-person connections in the online world, you think about, how do we talk to people in real life? Like if you were right here with me, I would pretty much talk this way right now. And if I say uhs and ums, although I have to admit, I usually say like, I am a valley girl. I literally grew up in the actual valley where that term valley girl came from. Yes, in Los Angeles County, San Fernando Valley. That's where it originated from. So please accept my likes when they come out. But that's the thing, is if you're being authentically who you are, saying those words, it's okay. Now, if you're saying them all the time, like every other word or something, then yes, we can practice our scripts or our outlines to eliminate those uhs, ums, or likes. But if they come out every so often, it's okay. Don't worry about it. When those times come, because they will come, and you question, I'm not happy with this video, because perhaps maybe you're a perfectionist. I think a lot of us have that in us. I want you to ask this question to yourself. Will this video help someone? And if the answer is yes, then yes, publish that, shine online, and truly be the light to someone else. So go get him. And now that you know how to speak more confidently on video, it's time to look amazing on video. So go ahead and watch my free class called 7 Hacks to Instantly Look Amazing on Video. I'll put the link in the description below. Alrighty, if this video was helpful, I would love it if you gave it that thumbs up. And let me know in the comments, which tip are you gonna try next? I would love to know. Alrighty, I'll see you next week.